Welcome to the VolcaBurn supplement review. With age, more people feel like they are no longer accustomed to their bodies. This isn't so surprising. For instance, foods that once were consumed with no thought are now the causes of issues like constipation and weight gain. No matter how long one exercises or how often a diet is tweaked, some people might wonder whether there is a way to attain healthy weight loss. Does this mean adults are doomed to be stuck with stubborn fat? No. And to prove this, our editorial team took on the challenging endeavor of identifying a safe, reputable solution containing well-known fat loss ingredients. Without any further delay, here's a comprehensive review of VolcaBurn. What is VolcaBurn? VolcaBurn is a metabolism-boosting formula that promotes healthy weight loss while limiting the risk of rebounding weight. It contains 7 high-quality tropical nutrients poised to switch on 3 main fat-burning mechanisms in the body. How? By targeting and activating what the creators, NutraVille, call the mechanic protein, which makes VolcaBurn a natural antidepressant too. Normally, fat-burning formulas rely heavily on caffeine or other stimulants. However, the NutraVille team pledges to have omitted them completely, adding that their formula is a 3-second red tingle hack. More clarity will come if you, like our editorial team, were lost for a second. How does VolcaBurn work? VolcaBurn has been formulated to activate a dormant mechanical protein. This specific protein is responsible for converting fat-storing cells into fat-shrinking cells, tricking the body into dropping weight effortlessly, all while accelerating metabolism twofold. So, what is this mechanic protein that the NutraVille team refers to? It is none other than uncoupling protein 1, UCP1. UCP1 is a mechanistic component within brown and beige adipose tissues, i.e., 2 good body fat types. This duo is thermogenic and, therefore, induces heat generation at a high energetic cost, writes one team of researchers. The energetic cost is beneficial here, as it improves systemic glucose and lipid homeostasis and ensures a healthy balance between energy distribution and expenditure. That said, to reap the aforesaid benefits, and therefore, limit the risk of obesity and associated diseases, UCP1 found within brown and beige adipose tissues must be activated. In other words, it doesn't suffice to increase the aforesaid duo because inactivated UCP1 means that the heat generation process will not be further accelerated. Heat is produced only when UCP1 is activated, and the main way to achieve this is by releasing free fatty acids through lipolysis. The process is more complex than that, though. First, fat cells are tricked into believing that internal temperatures are dropping. Then, the brain receives signals produced by thermoreceptors in the skin insisting on such a change. To rectify this issue, the brain releases noradrenaline and brown adipose tissues. From there, lipolysis is induced, and free fatty cells are released. VolcaBurn has been formulated to transform fat-storing cells into fat-shrinking cells, increase the inner core temperature to melt stubborn fat, and accelerate metabolism to keep weight off. At this point, people should understand how VolcaBurn aims to resolve inactive UCP1. To assess whether the formula does what it stands for, it is imperative to dig deeper into the ingredients. What are the main ingredients inside VolcaBurn? The main ingredients inside VolcaBurn are as follows. Gochugaru. Gochugaru is a ground red pepper used as a staple in Korean cuisine. Its texture ranges between flakes and powder and is often used as a substitute for crushed red pepper or cayenne, even if they don't necessarily compare. While every little is available on its usefulness for overall wellness, one source covered details on a close alternative that uses the same pepper called gochujang. In particular, pepper has been described as a fat burner, as it supposedly decreases fat accumulation, prevents the formation of new fat cells, and boosts metabolic function. Much of its fat loss results stem from a compound called capsaicin. Speaking of capsaicin, one study that explored its effect on fat reported that the compound stimulated UCP1 in brown adipose tissues and bone morphogenetic protein 8B in white adipose tissues. Furthermore, capsaicin triggered the browning of white fat, which is critical for countering obesity. The latter stems from the fact that fat is being used up for heat generation rather than accumulated and stored away. Luma leaves. Luma leaves are derived from a plant belonging to the family of Myrtaceae plants. As per one source, these leaves have been used largely in cooking for flavoring purposes. Regarding health, Luma is considered for external uses, i.e., to treat bruises, hemorrhoids, and acne, to name a few. Alas, there is no scientific evidence to suggest that these particular leaves have an effect on fat and/or weight loss or metabolic function. Ervingia gabonensis. Ervingia gabonensis, known as the African mango, has recently garnered much attention in the Western world for its weight loss properties. Unlike the common mango, i.e., Mangifera indica, the African mango's pulp is rich in vitamin C and carotenoid antioxidants and remains a staple in alternative medicine. Another study source that covered the health benefits of this precise pulp added that it has been demonstrated to inhibit the growth of fat cells and lower blood sugar, waist circumference, triglycerides, and bad cholesterol levels. Nevertheless, research of high quality with human subjects is very limited at the time of writing. Olea europea leaves. Olea europea leaves, or leaves from the olive tree, have been touted for their gastroprotective, neuroprotective, antimicrobial, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antinociceptive, and antioxidant activities. Animal studies have shown that in extract form, this ingredient could lower high blood sugar, blood glucose, and cholesterol levels while increasing insulin. Regarding UCP1, olive leaf extract contains a wide range of phenolic acids and alcohols, flavonoids, and saccharidoids believed to activate it. In addition to activating UCP1, this ingredient also activates other proteins such as SIRT1, PIR-alpha, and PGC1-alpha, all of which upregulate thermogenesis and lipid metabolism and induce browning white adipose tissues. In turn, the risk of weight gain and metabolic diseases is minimized. Holy basil. Holy basil is an adaptogenic herb that has long been used in Ayurvedic medicine. As an adaptogen, this herb is said to assist the body in efficiently responding to stressors, lowering inflammation, and improving immunity. Interestingly, a systematic review of several short-term studies involving the ingestion of holy basil has reported improvements in blood sugar, cholesterol levels, blood pressure levels, and body mass index. Stress, as we all know, can cause havoc, whether it be in terms of sleep or the release of hormones. Thus, it must be tamed for healthy weight, fat loss, and metabolism. Citrus bioflavonoid. Citrus fruits are known for their flavonoid compounds, some of which include hesperidin, naringin, diosmin, rutin, tangeritin, and rutin. They have been shown to possess free radical neutralizing, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory properties. These alone are believed to reverse the dangerous effects of oxidative stress, diabetes, and inflammation in adipose tissues. Concerning lipid metabolism, this ingredient may be a potential anti-obesity agent because it is believed to modulate specific signaling pathways related to adipocyte differentiation and adiposity. Berberis vulgaris. Berberis vulgaris, or barberry, is a shrub characterized by its edible yet acidic berries. Of the several beneficial compounds found in these berries, we have berberine, which exhibits antioxidant effects. A study that looked at the effect of berberine on UCP1 found that the chemical can go as far as inducing beige adipose tissues by increasing UCP1. The latter is achieved by reshaping a specific sequence within our DNA and RNA. As a result, individuals can anticipate increased energy expenditure and limited weight gain. How much does VolcaBurn cost? Each VolcaBurn bottle contains 30 vegetable capsules to be taken over the course of 1 month. To ensure continued activation of UCP1, the creators recommend taking this supplement for at least 3 months. The company offers 3 price points: 1 bottle VolcaBurn, $59 each. 3 bottles VolcaBurn, $49 each plus 2 free bonuses. 6 bottles VolcaBurn, $29 each plus 2 free bonuses. Orders of 3 or 6 VolcaBurn bottles will also come with 2 free e-guides. Below is a quick summary of their purpose. Final thoughts. From the analysis above, it should be clear that VolcaBurn is a fat-dissolving formula. In other words, the goal is to use stored fat for heat generation purposes rather than allowing it to accumulate. The key to ensuring continued heat generation is the activation of UCP1. Many studies have shown that even if certain ingredients elevate brown adipose tissues, or good fats, they are rendered useless if the UCP1 found within them is inactive. Only when they are activated can individuals expect healthy energy expenditure and a limited risk of weight gain. As for the VolcaBurn formula, a handful of the 7 ingredients directly impact UCP1 and/or induce the browning of white adipose tissues, while very few do the bare minimum in this respect. However, other areas that influence metabolic function might be positively influenced, whether blood glucose levels, the balance between good and bad cholesterol, or suppressing stressors. Despite the positives, the main drawback that warrants further investigation is the lack of a supplement's facts. Until the creators release this information, it is too soon to say whether safety concerns are absolved or whether the formula is, in fact, effective. Naturally, individuals should do their homework before getting started.